Using credit cards can be a convenient way to make purchases and earn rewards, but it's essential to use them wisely to avoid falling into debt traps. Have you ever wondered why some people struggle to pay their credit card bills on time? Is it because they don't understand how interest rates work, or maybe they just overspend without thinking about the consequences? Let's face it, we've all been there, buying something we want instead of what we need, and then worrying about how to make ends meet at the end of the month. But what if I told you that using credit cards doesn't have to be a source of stress in your life? By being mindful of your spending habits and following some simple rules, you can use credit cards responsibly. To illustrate this point, let's consider the story of Sarah, who recently graduated from college with a significant amount of student loan debt. She was eager to start building her credit score and earn rewards on her purchases, so she applied for a credit card with an attractive introductory April offer. However, she didn't read the fine print and ended up carrying a balance of $2,000 over several months. As a result, Sarah found herself struggling to make ends meet, as the interest charges piled up quickly. She would send in the minimum payment each month, but the principal amount remained untouched for years. It wasn't until she took a closer look at her credit card statement and understood how interest rates worked that she realized the gravity of the situation. When you don't pay your balance in full each month, the credit card issuer charges interest on the outstanding amount. This means that if you're not paying more than the minimum payment, you'll be charged a higher amount of interest over time. To illustrate this, imagine you have a credit card with an interest rate of 20% and you carry a balance of $1,000. If you only make the minimum payment each month, it might take years to pay off the principal amount. Let's consider another example. John is a busy professional who relies on his credit card for everyday purchases. He earns rewards points on gas stations, grocery stores, and restaurants, which he can redeem for travel or other perks. However, he often forgets to pay his balance in full each month, resulting in interest charges that add up quickly. One day, John received a statement showing an outstanding balance of $1,500 with an interest rate of 18%. He was shocked to see how much he had accumulated in interest charges alone, over $300 in just a few months. This was a wake-up call for John, who realized the importance of paying more than the minimum payment each month. As we've seen from these examples, not understanding how credit cards work and ignoring their impact on our finances can lead to debt traps. But it's never too late to learn and make changes. So, what can you do differently? Firstly, let's talk about overspending, perhaps one of the most common mistakes people make when using credit cards. When we use credit cards, we tend to spend more than we would with cash because the card isn't directly linked to our savings account. This can lead to buying things on impulse without considering whether they're really necessary. To avoid overspending, try implementing a 30-day rule. Whenever you see something you want to buy, wait 30 days before making the purchase. This allows you time to reflect on your decision and determine if it's still something you truly need or just an impulsive want. For example, Emily wanted to buy a new designer handbag that caught her eye at the mall. However, she decided to wait 30 days before making the purchase. During this period, Emily realized that the handbag wasn't essential for her daily life and was actually something she could live without. She ended up canceling the order and allocating the funds towards a more pressing expense, paying off her student loan balance. Another strategy is to use the envelope system. Divide your expenses into categories like groceries, entertainment, etc., and allocate a specific amount of cash for each one. By using cash instead of credit cards, Emily was able to keep track of her spending habits and avoid overspending on unnecessary items. She set aside $100 for dining out each month and made sure to stick to it, avoiding the temptation to overspend at restaurants or bars. Another critical aspect to consider when using credit cards is making timely payments. Paying your balance in full each month can save you from interest charges and avoid hurting your credit score. If you're unable to pay the full amount, make sure to at least pay more than the minimum payment to reduce the principal balance. Consider the story of Michael, who recently applied for a new credit card with an attractive 0% introductory April offer. He was excited to earn rewards points on his purchases and avoid interest charges for the first 6 months. However, he didn't realize that the regular April would kick in after the promotional period ended. As a result, Michael found himself struggling to pay off the principal amount when the regular April took effect. He made timely payments each month but realized too late that paying more than the minimum payment was crucial to reducing the principal balance quickly. This experience taught him the importance of reviewing credit card terms and conditions before applying for new cards. As we've seen from these examples, being smart with credit cards requires discipline and a solid understanding of how they work. By avoiding overspending, making timely payments, and using the right strategies, you can use credit cards as a tool for building your financial stability rather than sabotaging it. Now, let's talk about some practical steps you can take to manage your credit card debt. One crucial step is to review your credit card statements carefully. Take the time to understand how interest rates work and how much you're paying in interest charges each month. This will help you make informed decisions about your spending habits and ensure that you are not falling into debt traps. Another important step is to set a budget and allocate specific amounts for different categories of expenses. This will help you avoid overspending and stick to what's necessary. Try using the 50-30-20 rule. Allocate 50% of your income towards essential expenses, 30% towards discretionary spending, and 20% towards saving. Additionally, consider implementing a waiting period before making non-essential purchases. As we discussed earlier, this can help you avoid overspending on impulse buys. When it comes to paying off your credit card debt, make timely payments each month. Paying more than the minimum payment will not only reduce the principal balance but also save you from interest charges. Try to pay as much as possible towards your credit card bill each month to avoid accumulating more debt. Finally, avoid applying for multiple credit cards with high interest rates and focus on building a stable financial foundation. Remember that it's not about depriving yourself of rewards or cashback points but rather making informed decisions that align with your personal finance goals. By following these practical steps, you can use credit cards responsibly and avoid falling into debt traps. So, the next time you're tempted to swipe your credit card for a non-essential purchase, remember, it's not just about the rewards or cashback points, it's about making informed decisions that align with your personal finance goals. In addition to these steps, consider seeking professional help if you're struggling to manage your debt. A financial advisor can provide personalized guidance and help you create a customized plan to pay off your credit card debt. Moreover, remember that building good credit habits takes time and discipline. Don't be discouraged if you make mistakes along the way. Instead, learn from them and move forward with a renewed commitment to managing your finances effectively. To illustrate this point, let's consider the story of Rachel, who struggled with debt after graduating from college. She had accumulated over $10,000 in credit card debt and was unsure of how to pay it off. With the help of a financial advisor, she created a customized plan that included paying more than the minimum payment each month and avoiding new credit card applications. It took Rachel several years to pay off her debt, but with persistence and discipline, she was finally able to achieve financial freedom. She learned the importance of reviewing credit card terms and conditions before applying for new cards and made informed decisions about her spending habits. As we've seen from these examples, using credit cards responsibly requires a combination of knowledge, discipline, and strategic planning. By following these practical steps and staying committed to your goals, you can use credit cards as a tool for building financial stability rather than sabotaging it. So, what are some strategies you use when managing your credit card debt? Share your thoughts in the comments below and help others learn from your experiences. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on personal finance and stay tuned for upcoming content that will provide you with valuable insights and practical tips to manage your finances effectively. In conclusion, using credit cards can be a convenient way to make purchases and earn rewards, but it's essential to use them wisely to avoid falling into debt traps. By being mindful of our spending habits and following some simple rules, we can use credit cards responsibly and build financial stability rather than sabotaging it. Remember, making informed decisions about your finances is key to achieving success in managing your debt. If you're struggling with credit card debt or want to learn more about personal finance, be sure to check out our website for additional resources and expert advice. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates and tips on managing your finances effectively. Until next time, stay financially empowered and remember, It's not just about the rewards or cashback points, it's about making informed decisions that align with your personal finance goals.